now. Is my screen shared? Yes or no?
Nope, just us.
Okay, fine.
Now it is.
Now it is, and then I need to do one more thing. And so we're ready to go. Okay, so good afternoon.
David, I can't hear you.
Turn your volume up.
Turn my volume up.
No,
Oh,
I can hear you. Mike needs to turn this up.
okay. No, maybe I don't want to touch anything, Michael. I'm afraid to touch anything.
Just
Okay.
touch it, and if it doesn't work, touch it again.
All right, so I'm okay. Cool?
You're not on the screen share, sir. It's
No,
just
no. I'm doing this.
okay.
Okay, fine. First of all, I'd like to welcome everybody back. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and welcome to our very, very special deaf community. We welcome you. And so I'm honored that I have the opportunity to be in a company called Anjali. And that's the sign for Anjali. I've been practicing because I'm now a coach. So I've been practicing. But with Anjali, we're very honored to have Rajiv as the visionary that started this. Most companies like this is started by a distributor. Rajiv is a businessman, several different companies, and he started this to distribute these products because they are great for the community. They're great opportunity for the average guy to earn extra money. And so he has selected a great team like Marvin. And so Marvin,
Where are you?
Well, actually,
trying to see where this is coming from. Yes. So Marvin has tremendous experience in that he has definitely worked with several companies before, taking them to the $1 million status. So $1 billion. So he's been involved in large operations, and that's what we need to carry us where we want to go. He's brought Brad on. Field experience. Along with that field experience, he's got executive experience. And Nancy and the whole team that stands behind us. It's the first company that I've ever been in where we have such an array of not only talented people, great products, but we get to do a revenue share. I worked with a company, public company, and we were only 6 people in that company that got stock options. And my better half at that time, I came in the house and heard her talking to her girlfriend. She said, you know, I got a crazy Jamaican. Every morning he gets up, he goes out on the lawn and kissed the grass. And Cheryl, you know who that was. Okay. And she couldn't figure out why I got up and went out and kissed the grass. And I'd come back in the house. She said, what are you doing? I say, I am so glad to be in America. So I'm kissing the ground. Because every time I did that, every time we created sales in that company, I got shares. But I had to what? I had to go ahead and buy them. I had stock options. Well, with this, based on what Dr. Beasley, Michael Avery, Dr. Fay has done, and the group coming in. So you come in today, you can be a part of that revenue stream. And so we don't talk about revenue stream because in the average network marketing company, there is no such thing as a revenue stream. You know, I have been blessed since 1969 to be in this industry. I've been a 7-figure earner, but only because of 4 things. The first one is listen. I've always listened. I've always looked to learn. I've always looked to teach. And I've always looked to take action on a weekly basis. And those 4 things have really determined my success. And it is with that desire, with that scope, that we have launched these advanced training programs. And we sincerely hope that you get as much out of it as I do. Today, you're going to be informed, you're going to be taught, you're going to get sharing from a fantastic lady, Miss Kim Law. I do not know who's going to be signing when she's teaching, but it's a challenge she can live up to. So, along with that great team I talked about, what's coming on right now is a tremendous leadership group headed by Bill, Mr. Tang, Mr. Glenn. Oh my word, Mr. Glenn. And we've got Michael Avery. We've got Pastor Chris. We've got a myriad of leaders that can and will lead you. Brother Al Smith, God bless you, sir, into closing out this November, but heading strong into 2024. And I applaud you for that. So, couple things. The first thing, we have a special going on. It's called an immunity stack. And you get 4, it's a savings of $72. So take care of it. What that is the defense. And now with the weather changing, you've got a lot of kids going back to school. So they can take the defense. The ambrosia. Ambrosia not only tastes great, but it's for the entire family. The probiotics, definitely for the brain in your stomach, and the Power Ease. And so what I do when I have specials, I buy them and then I sell them, because that's $72 in your pocket. And what Elaine and Alice and I did, we just bought a business pack that we divided up amongst us. And guess what? We sell the product and we make money. The next special is the buy 2, get 1 free, the Vitality. And it's the Vitality, the thing I take first thing in the morning. I take the Vitality and Renew. And I go out, I'm averaging anywhere from 11,000 steps to 22,000 steps a day. But that's a savings of $57. And the third one is the Glow. And we have developed a Glow flyer for you. So those of you that are on Mr. Glenn's team, Mr. Tang's team, will be sending this to them and they'll be able to get it to you. So any one of you that want to use those flyers, all you do is just plug your website in, your name in, and you're good to go. We're all one family. And so it is. So I encourage you primarily to do 4 things. First thing is listen today. The second is learn from today. The second is go teach it. And the fourth is take action towards your weekly goals. And with that, I'm going to share my screen. And I sincerely hope that, oh yes, I changed my numbers now that you can see it in red and black. And so I'm off to a start. So, as I said, Champion University is a weekly advanced training. And we sent out last week's training that was done by the company. That's called Day of Discovery. And boy, did I discover a lot. And so we have 6 days to close November strong. And you can close November as a 1.5K, a 3K, a 6K, a 10K, a 20K producer or more. It's entirely up to you, but you're going to have to be focused. You're going to have to do some other things. You and your team, we have 144 hours to rank promote. And when you start looking at things that way, you'll be surprised what can and will happen for you. And with that, let's get the party started. And what I'm talking about here is a positive mental attitude. And so for us, what we do on a weekly basis is we work with Napoleon Hill's 17 principles for success. And this week we spent a tremendous amount of time on a positive mental attitude. So if you couple a positive mental attitude with the spirit to win in 23. So, Coach, what are we talking about? Yesterday was a big football game. Today will be a big football game. So you and I got to get in the game. You can't win if you're not actively participating. Don't be a spectator. Be a player. We have got to have a very clear vision of what you intend to achieve by the end of the year. You and I have 37 days before the year ends. And how you end the year is how you're going to start the year. So, number 2, set clear intentions. Know your goal and your vision. Write it down in detail. Visualize it clearly. Are you looking in the next 6 days to go 1.5, 3K, 20K, or 40K? And remember, the marketing program pays you to make a rank and keep the rank. This is all incentive. Number 3, be specific. Maximize your time. Plan. We have got 888 hours before the end of the year. So let's not waste any more time. And if you haven't, it's good. Let's keep doing what you have been doing. Number 4, a burning desire. Show relentless commitment. Push aside obstacles and distractions. Be unstoppable in your pursuit to win. And that reminds me of a story. Herman Cortés. Cortés, as you remember from 6th grade history, was a Spanish adventurer. In fact, he was a failed law student. Most people don't even realize that he was a failed law student. So you can fail at a lot of things, but you can be great at Angelique. And we know that the story of Cortés. he was outnumbered. This is the short version. And so he took his whole crew up on a hill and he ordered the ships burnt. When the men on the hill saw the ships burning or burnt, he told them, we have only one option, and that is to win. I take note of the fact that the last time I was in Mexico, they were still speaking Spanish. So I'm telling you, if you give yourself no option but to win, you will definitely win. Stay disciplined and focused. Perhaps this is one of the biggest challenges I have to do each and every day, keeping myself focused. Expect distractions and the unexpected, but discipline to stay on course, definitely for the next 6 days. And here's something that Kim has, and her husband, a heart to never give up. Defend your dream to the end, and it will happen. Now, be precise, execute your plan. And what that means is, guess what? We have a working system. Tuesday nights, Thursday nights. Tuesday night is an opportunity. Thursday night is a training. Saturday, there's a big event. So invite your guests. And in between that, your teams, whoever they are, they have presentations going. But here's something I have learned. And someone used to say to me, Coach, you don't have to be taught. You just got to be reminded. And Mr. Glenn reminded me of this one fact that has changed in the last week of the production. And this is, look at the number of three-way calls you're making in your group, especially to your personally sponsored, because if they're duplicating that, you're doing three-way calls, three-way calls, three-way calls, but you're working within a warm market. Him and I went out, Bob, and we went from store to store. And that will happen, but that takes time to develop. Once you've put together on wave 3, 52 or 39 people doing exactly what Ms. Kim Law will show you later on, trust me, your future is set because everyone is moving in the same direction, but you're moving faster because you're working with warm market. And warm market, there's a certain trust bond. What I love about the deaf community is that there's a tremendous amount of trust. Kizzy's on today, and she's got a guest on. And so I asked her, how many people you have in your phone? She said 35. And I went, whoa. Do you know her 35 connections are far better than my 2,000 to 3,000 because it's a special tight community that has something in common. In your phone, you've got a tight community of 100, 150 people. Just seek out and find those people. So commit fully to the game. Every team member must engage and be committed to winning. That's how a football team works. That's how a basketball team works. Getting everybody in the right alignment. And in closing this session on a positive attitude coupled with a spirit to win, the story that comes to mind is the David and Goliath story. You know, Goliath was committed to what? Enslaving the Israelites. And rather than having this great big battle, they decided to just have two people fight. And so David, shepherd boy, given the opportunity, king gave him his armor. And he tried it on. He looked at the possibilities. He said, this don't fit. What he's familiar with was a slingshot and a stone. The symbolism of the stone is that it is solid. And so he used what he was familiar with. Use whatever it is you're familiar with. But he pulled that buddy back. I can remember being in Jamaica and doing birds, and he hit that sucker in the head. And it was over. My question to you this afternoon is, who or what is your Goliath? If Sheryl Crow was saying this, she would say, remember whose you are and what you are. The best is yet to come. And so it is. And so what we have here is New Hustle Flyer. And so this is Miss Mary Collier's flyer, but it's your flyer should you choose to use it. You use whatever you want to use. Now, where Kim is placing this, it's around colleges. And so it's already made up for you too. Whatever team you're on, you just put your username here. Please don't use Mary Collier's. She would love you for it, but put your username here. Put your telephone number and your QR code. And guess what? You got a flyer already made up. If you got 39 people on your team or 52 people, each put out 500 or 1,000 flyers, what would that mean in your community? Next one is the new Glow Flyer. And the new Glow Flyer, Glow is the latest product we have out. And again, you can use it. Just put in your numbers, your name, and the flyer is ready to go. We use this when I go into a business. When the business signs up, I tell them to put their QR code on it, especially with a beauty parlor. So while the person is in the chair, they can then order, because we're teaching them to use e-commerce to expand their business. And this is something I'd like you to listen to very carefully. It's only 8 minutes. And you can come back and listen to this as many times as you can, because Ms. Kim Lohr is going to be spending a lot of time. Tony Robbins, as you know, is an internationally known speaker. And he's talking about the rapid planning method. And Kim is going to spend a tremendous amount of time on the rapid planning system, but a system that is designed specifically for you to rank promote, rank promote, rank promote. You might say, Coach, I'm not interested in rank promoting, but you may very well be interested in building a customer base of 100. You got 12 customers and they all give you 10 referrals, because the company has incentivized for you having your customers, guests, give you customers because of the reward points. So they're incentivized. So 12 times 10 is 120 customers. 120 customers ordering a limitless stack each and every month, you're making 125 times 25. You do the math. Times 10, that's over 1,000, 1,200 ordering a limitless stack. Times 25, you do the math. And so should you throw social media on top of that? There's one young lady I know from another company. She's got over 9,000 customers. So whether you choose to bill, it's up to you what you use. But take note.
Change your question, change your life. When it comes to planning your life, I want to get you to learn to ask 3 questions now. And the first one is not, what am I going to do? And how many understand why now? Say I. The question you want to ask yourself is, what do I want? What's my outcome? What's my result? The word RPM, the first one, is to get you focused on the target. The target is not the activity. The activity can change. It's what's the result I'm after. If you know exactly what it is you really want, what you desire, what you're really after, clarity is power. The more clear you are and specifically what you want, the faster your brain can get you there. But if you're generally saying things like, what do I want? Well, I want more money. Fine, here's $1, get out of here. Did you achieve the outcome? Yeah, when you're that general, you think you're not getting your goal, you are. The way you language your goal, the way you think about it, you're receiving it. I want to feel a bit better. I want to lose some weight. Fine, you lost a pound, you're done. Because your brain's like a servo mechanism in a bomb and a missile. The old days, you shoot a missile and the target was going, and if you missed the trajectory, you missed it. Today, what happens when the missile's not on course? What happens? It locks onto the heat signature, and what does it do? It moves and follows it. That's the way your brain is if it knows the outcome, if it knows the result. So RPM starts with, I got to know the result. This is a results planning system. The rapid planning method, but you can think of it as a results planning system. I need to know the result I'm after before I ever ask myself what to do. That takes more time, but it's worth it. Now, for time's sake, I'm not going to do this with you right now, but I'll tell you what I do when I've taught this to people and I've got a full weekend to do this in. Just give you a picture. If I asked you right now to write out your name, your full name. Now, some of you abbreviate your signature, but write out your full name in cursive. Go and do that one time. Write out your full name in cursive. I can't even use the word cursive. Is that really the word people still use? It means in handwriting, I guess, but in cursive. Just write out full name, because you can do this later on. Now, if I had you get with a partner, and you can try this later if you want, I'm just going to tell you because I don't want to take the time because we have such limited time today. And I have your partner say to you with a stopwatch here, okay, ready? And I go, go. And you write it out. And you tell me when you're done. I go, stop. And I write down how long that was. So let's say you wrote out your signature and it took 5 seconds. And they say, ready? Write it out, ready? Go. You tell me when you're done, stop. And I write down 5 seconds. If I have to do that 10 times, you'll find in the beginning, you'll be, let's say, 6 seconds. I'm making it up. Everybody's signature is different. And you probably might get down to as little as 5 seconds. If you have like an iPhone, you could do it as a digital stopwatch. You could see the milliseconds. Then I say to you, I want you guys to write every other letter in cursive. In other words, you're going to write half as many letters. How long do you think it would take to do it? Half as much time? Most of you, it'll take twice as much time in the beginning, and then eventually, what's interesting is, if I do it 10 times, and the last 2 or 3, and this makes no logical sense, and again, I don't want to take the time to have all of you do this 10 times, 10 times, 10 times, but you can go do it on your own, I'll just tell you the result. In most cases, even though you're doing half as many letters, you cut it by 2/3 the time. There's something happens when you break an old pattern and you do it fresh. Your brain over the years has learned ways to move more rapidly since when you did your original signature, and you'll do it in 1/3 the amount of time. It'll take twice as much at first, and then it'll cost you 1/3 amount of time. Now let me tell you why I'm telling you this. The system I'm calling the rapid planning method, by the time I show it to you, you're gonna go, this takes more time than just making my to-do list. It will win. When will it take more time? When? Initially. But once you get it in your nervous system, it'll take you less time because your brain will be thinking in outcomes and not activities. And when you think in terms of outcomes and not activities, pretty soon some of the activities in your list you don't even need to do to get the outcome. You find a better way to get the outcome quicker. Now, how do you do that? Yes, 3 questions. Question 1, What is my result? What is my outcome? What is it I really, truly want from this? If you're going back next week and you say this next week, what are the most important what? Outcomes for me to get this week in my business? And you just write those outcomes out, not your action items, the outcomes. If you do that and nothing else, you'll be ahead of the game. And if you just keep looking at those outcomes every day, how am I doing on that outcome? Your brain will come up with ways to get to that outcome. I promise you. Focus on outcomes, not on activities. Action for most people, activities, most people mistake movement for achievement. They mistake action items and to-dos for achievement. We're after the achievement. Are you with me on this? Yes or no? Yes. It's a different way of thinking, and I think all of you inherently have it, but if you make this ritualized, just like the things you've learned this week, they're all great, but if you don't systematize them, they'll work when you do them. But if you systematize them, right? And you see like Mr. Hallman here, where he goes in and just does it and makes sure it's being done again, or what you've seen Chet do, or what I do. You just do it over and over again, you don't miss it. Now the results are geometric. So I want to get you to systematize the thinking, whether you do it visually the way I'm going to show you or not. So, first question, what's the result I'm after? What's the ultimate result? What do I want out of this week, out of this thing, out of my business, out of my life, for my body? And you want to be as what as possible when you describe that outcome, that result, as what? As clear and specific as possible. Generalities will confuse you. So it might take you longer than just writing down call so-and-so to think, if I'm calling my son, I'm going to call Jarek, or I'm going to call my brother. This is what goes through my head before I call him, always. What's my outcome? Because I don't want to just call him. I want Jarek to feel loved by his dad. Or I'm thinking about what's my outcome. I've got to talk to him about this thing that's out there. I've got to make sure I get through to him on this because I want to guide him and move him in this direction. That's what I want to be as his father. I don't want to just chit chat. I can do that too. So if you think before every phone call, before every time you're planning your day, and you think before you have any meeting, what do you think the first thing I ask of anyone when we sit down in a meeting is? Okay, what are your outcomes? What are the outcomes for this meeting? First thing I want to know, because if I know the outcomes, guess what? A lot of meetings, they're done pretty quick. Because if I know the outcome, you don't have to go through all the activities to sell me on it. Just, that's your outcome? How do you want to do it? Sounds good to me? Rock. That's how you make a meeting productive. I know a meeting's productive not by the hours or time. Sometimes it takes longer to the outcome than you want, but I'm going to get the outcome. That's, by the way, what you see with me on stage. That's why my times vary, but it's based on an outcome. I'm going to get that outcome. I don't give a damn whether it's the right time or not. I want to do it in that time, but I must deliver the outcome. How many get that? And by the way, how many like to have your company focused on outcomes, results, and not activities? Say I. People say all the time, well, did you get that done? Well, I left them an email. I left them a voicemail. I've sent them 3 emails. How many times you heard that? When that happens with me, I'm like, but I don't show it. I just like, really? Wow, that's fascinating. We'll explain about our culture. It's about getting the result. So I can help you if you can't figure another way to do it, but there may be 12 other things we might want to do. Maybe they don't have the answer. Maybe somebody else can give us the answer. The outcome was to get this information, not to leave an email or 12 or 3 voicemails. That will not do any of us any good. How many follow? Now, whether you get the outcome or not, whether you get that result, will be based first, do you have clarity?
Okay, so basically, you know what he was talking about. It's about outcomes and getting outcomes. And I was on YouTube, but definitely you can go and get that. And so, Miss Darlene, I asked myself a question after this. What he talked about was developing a culture in his company of expecting outcomes. Not only that, Mr. Lamar, what if you and I got this coming week very clear on the outcomes for the next 6 days with our team? Michael, what if we could get our team locked in to the outcome? And for the next 6 days, 144 hours. Absolutely incredible. I spent, thank you. Someone was coming in to say something. Mr. Lamar, did you say something?
I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, fantastic, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you.
in agreement with you.
Thank you. And so if we look at it that way, Jennifer, of harnessing, much like the agreement Mr. Lamar came to with us, that if we could harness our team's efforts for 144 hours or 6 days, what breakthroughs we could have. Absolutely incredible. Well, I had the opportunity to go to Reddick, Florida, and never heard of the place in my life. But brother, did I have an enjoyable time. Not only the food was good, maybe that's why Bob looked so good, but I found somebody with a great attitude, better than a trailblazer. I found somebody that was giving. But what I admire most about Kim is that she's somebody to listen to, somebody to learn from, someone that's always teaching, but always taking action. You know, it's unique. You can go to a town and it's unique to find somebody with one home or a condominium. You know, you're doing good in New York if you got a condo. But when you can go to somebody's home and walk within a half a mile and you see another house, and that one belongs to Kim and Bob, and you walk another 10 minutes, another house, Kim and Bob. You walk around the town. I got to do 7 miles, but you walk around the town and you find 6 different homes, about a dozen different vehicles. And I know the airplanes weren't there, but they own 2 airplanes. This is someone above average that you need to listen to. But to see how Kim just sat down along with Bob, and we went through each page of the Angeli marketing program, page for page for page. And if they did not understand it, I had to go back over it and over it and over it. And now Kizzy is doing the same thing. But if you and I do that, we're in. Let me tell you something, the revenue share, Mr. Lamar, will be very heavy. Because as I said, since 1969, I've never been with a company that has offered a revenue share. But then I've never been with a company that the likes of Mr. Rajiv, Marvin, Brad, and all the leaders that have assembled here. So we have got a shot at something great in 2024, but it starts now. And with that, Ms. Kimlaw, just tell me when to change, or if you want, I can give you, you're a co-host, so I can stop sharing and then you
No,
can-
it's fine. If you could just change for me, that would be better so I can sign at the same time.
Unbelievable. Yes,
That'll make my brain work a whole lot better.
just tell me when to go.
Okay, so I'm asking the deaf community, so please be patient with me while I talk at the same time.
As
It's kind of hard, so patience.
As
So-
she's doing that, let me go through this because she is not that familiar with this. I just told her that she had to do three-way calls. So doing three-way calls in the deaf community, I didn't know how, but there's something they call she'll tell you,
VP,
BP,
it's called video phone,
video.
for the deaf community. It's a way for us to sign and talk with each other. So it's really awesome.
Now, when she kept saying VP, I thought she was saying BP because I know British Petroleum, but that's because I'm from Jamaica. So here, you've got to be doing three-way calls within your group and duplicate that. And that's straight out of Eric Glenn's mouth. And let me tell you something, he's one great leader.
Okay, so let me start by telling you, this is really awesome. So this talks about how we need to write down our list of 20 people. Now, it's not just you just writing down names of 20 people. No, it's about 20 people that have access to getting $200. Okay. And access means they can get $200. So having access helps us to be able to know that these people are the ones that are going to be, that we're going to be working with. All right. So in our business, who is it that you want, that you know has access to $200? If they don't have access to it, it's next. We're going to have a different list because maybe later they'll have the $200. No, 200. Sorry, not 2,000. 200. Now, those people are the ones that you're going to want to start your business with. So I want you to think about this. When you have a list of 20 people, now you're going to take this list of people's names, but you want their number and their email. Okay? And why do you need their, Kizzy's showing hers. Good job, Kizzy. That's awesome. So when you have your list of names, the 20 names with numbers and emails, guess what happens? Now you're focused. Remember, he was just talking about how we need to stay focused on not what we're doing, but what we want. And what we want is to have 20, not, well, 30 would be nice, but 20 people on our list that we can talk with about the business, that we can help and support them at the same time of helping and supporting those people. Guess what happens? Our business is going to grow like crazy fast. Now, Coach, could you go to the next slide?
Okay, so I will go to the next slide.
Okay.
What this sets up is a document that you can use that you don't have to go to Staples to buy. The moment you bring somebody in, you can start them. You start your first 3. Those 3 get 3, that's 9. 9 times 3, 27, or 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 3 is 36. You add that up, you got 52 people doing this. 52 people or 39 people times a list of 20, you are over. You are cooked. Ask Mr. Lamar what would happen to your organization. And it's already prepared for you. So when you get this document, you just download it and duplicate.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like that.
So
Thank
the
you.
next thing that we're going to show you is how, when you go out and you're talking with people, whether it's on the phone or it's, you know, face to face. For the deaf, if you're talking with them on the VP and you're signing with them, those people, you're going to put their name down and their phone number and their email, because you want to know all this information so that you can keep and save it. See, Kizzy's showing it now. This is what she's been doing. She's been writing down the names, the numbers, their emails, and then she goes into the back office from the company on the computer, and she's putting their names, their emails in. So there's like 10, 20 that you can go and put it in. 20, not 30. Sorry, I was wrong. You put it in the company's website, and then the company emails to all of them at the same time a message that was written for you for your business. Now, I want you to think about this. One of the things that I love about this is that it's a way, let me see if I can find mine. Okay, it's over there. Well, anyways, so hey, Kizzy, show your book. Kizzy, show your book. Yeah. Okay. You see how she's got it booked? She turns page and she has all of this. So this is on our day, not our month, our daily activity. This is what we're doing day after day after day. Now you're at the top, you're putting the date on the top of it. So when you're knowing that, oh, I talked to that person on Tuesday, and you forgot when, now on this same paper, you're going to not only write down their name, you've got the date that you talked with them, but it's also going to have when are you going to talk to them again? Is that going to be now, in 2 days, or is it going to be in 1 week? When does the person say that they want to be talked with again? So you put that down on this paper. Now, the next thing that's going to happen is in the end, it says comments. So comments is about what you learned about that person, and where did you meet the person. So you're writing down little things so that you don't forget who it was and how you met. It might be a friend, but you can also, it might be a person that you've known for a really long time. If that's the case, then fine. Write down what that person is wanting in their life. You know, are they wanting good health? Are they wanting more money? You need to write it down, because you're going to be talking with a lot of people and you'll forget. You don't want to forget what your conversation was about. And this is going to help you and support you in your business to know exactly what you said on that day. Okay, change coach?
Let me
Yes, sir.
here too. When I first got in the business, I stuttered a lot. I didn't stop stuttering until I made my first $10,000 in a month. I haven't stuttered since. So I figured out my problem was lack of earning $10,000 a month. But what a mentor taught me to do is to go out and put peas. And because I'm Jamaican, we love red peas. I used to go and get 15 red peas. And I would not come home until I got rid of all my peas. And then I started making a little money, and I got those gold, not Susan Anthony, but you know, the gold dollar pieces. And to this day, I still use them. But I went out with Miss Jennifer, And what I realized was I'm still collecting names. What this daily activity log does is it helps me focus on the appointment. So I meet Kim. I want to come away with an appointment date. So this focused me on the appointment date. How many appointments am I seeing? Am I doing per day? And so this keeps me on the appointment date. That's the main thing. The date. You know, I was at the airport early because Bob and Kim got up at like 4:30 to get me to the airport on time. And I met a guy there, wheelchair guy. And he was an insurance broker, but he needed cash flow. So bingo, took his name, number, and texted back to show Kim this was going to be my next brand ambassador, because I was focused not only on the name now, but on the appointment. Does this make sense? Hope it does.
So this is amazing. Okay, so this is basically like your calendar, but this is on a daily basis. All right, what I want you to look at, Coach, could you like make that larger on the timeline, please? Just take your finger and whoop, make it bigger. Yeah, there you go. All right. So
More
do you
friends to
see over
touch
here
menu.
on the left-hand side how it has the time? Yeah. You can move it over. That's good right there. That's good. Thank you. So awesome. All right. So you can see the time of day. What you're doing is you're putting in here a calendar day after day. This is a daily calendar. And what's really awesome is that your calendar, it's kind of like the schedule where you can say, okay, well, I talked with, maybe a person is not on your calendar to begin with, but you meet somebody when you go to the store, you go to the gas station and you meet someone, you put their name on here the same as if you had planned to talk with that person before, because now it's another way that you can keep track of who you're talking with, you know, when you met. And now the next row over, yep, see Kizzy? Kizzy's showing hers what her daily planner is and how she's writing down the times, who she talked with. This is working, folks. It absolutely works. Now, the next line over is how many emails did you send? How many times did you do Facebook, Instagram, X, which used to be Twitter, Twitter. Now you go down and you also, what I've been teaching Kizzy to do is that every time you make a call, you put a hash mark. Remember a long time ago, we would do 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But when you get to 5, you go across. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you put those lines down so that you know how many times you've called, you've done 3-way calls, or you've done emails, right? How many you've done on that day. So now this is helping to support. Now, what I really love a lot about this particular paper is the very next side. Coach, can you expand that even bigger, sir? So they can see this. All right, there you go. That's good. All right. Move it down a little bit so they can see the goals. Yes, sir. Can you make that any bigger? So they can see it better? Yeah, awesome. Okay. Now, as you see here where it says referral profits goals. All right. So now what you're going to do, this is not for anybody else. It's for you to say, hey, this is what I want. I'm going to do this. This is my goal.
All right. So what is your goal that you're going to be reaching for? And you can change it daily, because this is for days. When you start moving really crazy fast in your business, you might be focused right now on only getting an extra $300 in a week, or maybe 500 in a week. But as it grows faster and faster and faster, it's going to go to like $500 to 1.5 thousand, $1,500 in 1 week. It's going to be moving faster and faster, but you want to write down, how much do you want in 1 week? How much do you want, or how many people are you going to talk with in 1 week? How many people are you going to, how much money do you want to have? How many people are you going to talk with? And what do you want to do in the business as far as rank and getting bonuses, more and more bonuses in your business on the 15th of the month? Then I love that you get to sign it. Move it up just a little bit, coach. Slide it up so they can see they got to sign this. No, other way, honey. Yep, right there. Okay. See this here? Where it says, I'm so happy and grateful that, and you write down on that day, why? Why are you happy? What is that you're so grateful for in your life? Maybe it's meeting a new friend, or getting to do the business in a way that you go, I understand what I'm doing now. Slide it back down just a little bit, coach, to show the goal. Other way. Yes, sir. Right there. That's good. Stop. Okay. You see this part on the bottom where it says move, or I'm going to move by, and I'm determined that whatever is that I'm going to do whatever I need to do to make my business be success. So this is how we can focus on it. We can focus on what we're wanting in our business. Bring it back down to normal size, sir.
And I'll do the 3 takeaways from it.
Yes, go ahead, please.
So the 3 takeaways from this that is so beneficial to me is that I get to see my 3 to 4 appointments a day. I know the time I go to gym. I know the time that, I got 6 people calling me. Because Mr. Lamar, with the organization that you have growing, you can't reach everybody. Okay. So Darlene, what I'm talking about is having, and some of you know this, for example, my 7 o'clock call every morning, Monday through Friday, is Kim. My 7:15 call is Alice. Oh, I haven't seen Alice today. My 8:30 call on Wednesdays is who, Michael? It's Michael Avery.
Me.
Okay. My 8 o'clock call Monday through Friday is Jim Quinn. So when you've got 5 to 6 of your leaders calling you and you're duplicating that down, it blows up. Do I have this going yet? No, but I've started. I've started. And once you've got this going, so this is just from $1 million producer to the next. And so that's what I do. Now, the other takeaway is I speak to people about income producing activities. In fact, Eric Glenn is on, I believe, I can't see, but he's having an activity on Monday, and I asked him if we could join. But daily income producing activities. So I get somebody in the business and I talk about daily income activities, and they sit down and they feel they got to learn everything before they make $1. No, this is on the job training as you build. But here are the things. Notice what Miss Kim Law talked about was Facebook posting. More than that, commenting on people's posts. Also, if you are 65 and over and you feel you can't get out, there's a mechanism where you can reach 20 to 30 people a day on Facebook. 30 people a day. Now somebody's gonna say, Coach, look, I'm over my limit. Well, then get rid of some of the people that you've got that you're not interacting with, because you got up to 5,000. So it's doing daily posts, commenting on others, new prospects, number of chats I've had, number of three-way calls, number of emails that I've put out, number of new brand associates, number of new guests. And so at the bottom here, it shows basically 30 people a day times 5 days, that's 150 people. In 4 weeks, that's 600 new contacts you have made from the privacy of your home. 60 people show interest to get to a three-way call, a Zoom, or a, oh my Lord, what's that thing? Facebook, Mary, help me. Messenger. So you sign up 6 people. Now, 6 people a month might not seem like a lot, but if you got 52 people, Mr. Lamar, signing up 6 people, that organization, because you'll always have the superstars. So this, again, is income producing activities. And this is what Mr. Glenn talks about, income producing activities. And it's all spelled out. And the thing that Kim can quote, she don't have to write it down. In fact, Kim, why don't you give us your grateful statement?
Okay, so I say all the time, I'm so happy and grateful now that abundance comes to me easily and readily on a constant and daily basis, unceasingly.
Now, that is just coming because she has it in her. Make sense? And so I got this thing too big, Kim. Oh my God. That's why I
Thank
don't
you.
touch stuff. Okay, that was 4. Okay, this is 4.
You gotta go back. You missed.
No, this is 4.
Oh yeah, you're on the right one. Okay, so now we're going to talk about our weekly goals. All right, this is just through the week. What are you wanting to be able to do in your business? What's your goal? What's your focus that you're going to do? This is not about everybody else. This is about you. I know that can you make it bigger so everybody can see it, Coach? Go ahead and just move where it says the tracker, the green part, just kind of move that to the side. There you go, and make it bigger so everybody can see this. Now, that's good right there. Thank you, sir. You can see at the top, across the top, it talks about, you want to put your name. Who are you working with that's helping to support you? You know, Kizzy is working with me, so I'm going to be her person on her chart. All right, but the people that Kizzy's with, that she's working and doing the business with, it's going to have Kizzy's name and my name, because now Kizzy has my name
and Coach's name of people that she has working with her. When you go down your list, you're going to see on here, there's a daily basis. What is your goal? First, you write down, what do I want to have happen throughout the week? If you don't know what you want, remember in the movie that Coach showed earlier, he was talking about, we have to stay focused. We have to say what our outcome is. You know, what is it you're wanting? Not what you're going to be doing to get it, but what is it that is the finished result? You know, I'm going to have 3 new people that are working the business with me right now. I'm going to have 5 new guests. How many do you plan on having in your business? Then you're going to write this down, the very first column. Then day after day after day, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to, you know, Saturday and Sunday, you're going to write down how many that you actually did. How many how many people did you get in the business? How many new guests did you get to come and get product from you? This is how you're able to track what's happening in your business, because even with the holiday that we just had, I talked with 3 new people on Wednesday and Thursday. These are people that I had never talked with before. One lady was getting money to feed the poor. And I talked to her. I said, let me show you. I'm sorry, that's not the right sign. Let me show you a way that you can get money for your non-profit. So I showed her and talked with her for like 2 to 3 minutes. And now we're meeting on Friday. Because she's busy right now. She has a whole lot of things that she's doing. But on Friday, she's coming over. I've already sent her videos to watch. And she's so excited and wants to know how she can do it to help more people. She's doing the same thing that I'm doing. I'm not getting this money for me. I'm getting all this money so that I have a better way of being able to help more people. That's why I'm doing it. It's not for me and my husband. It's for us to not need to go to the government to get money or ask people for money. So now here you've got a list, and down below it talks about, let me see, I'm on the right sheet here. Okay. It talks about the activities with the things that you've done and the people that you've met with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Down below, you're going to write down, okay, because of the people that I talked with on Monday and Tuesday, on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, you got 2 new guests, or you got 2 new people that are working with you in the business. Now you're able to see what your productivity and what you were able to do and what's working best for your business, because you're able to see what's happening. Now, Coach,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Let me pick it up from here. What this does is it teaches me, it's my own accountability. From the dailies, I put in the totals of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Based on what I did with my social media, I changed strategy. I changed strategy in that I'm giving more, I'm going to go to more teaching. So what this does, it gives you, and later on you can hit me back up and I can show you my own documentation. But this is a summary of what you did the whole week. And from there, you might ask yourself, as Anthony Robbins did, you might ask yourself different questions. Different questions. If you ask yourself different questions, you'll get different results. We only have about 8 more minutes left, so go ahead. You
Okay,
know
so
this
so
back-
this paper is our 10 in play, right? Yeah. Our the 10 people that we're working with, that's helping to support, that we're supporting in business, and because we're working with them right now.
No, hold it. Let me cover the 10 in play. 10 in play. 10 in play came really the first time I used 10 in play was a company called Prepaid Legal, now Legal Shield. And so what 10 in play means is I've got 10 prospects. George, I've done 10 prospects that haven't said yes and haven't said no. And so big money, these are people that I've showed the business to, and they said, well, I don't know, da, 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 da. So always keep 10 in play. My last 10 in play was a guy by the name of Boyo, Teresa Lopez, Linda Fox, Edwin Tate, Tina, forgot Tina's last name. These are all names that either Mary or Jennifer knows because I've then closed them. But they attend and play means that I've showed you the opportunity and you have said I need more information. So I keep 10 in play. And so that's what it's about. But at the bottom, it says here, business builders is someone who wants to earn extra cash or create a legacy income, residual income. And Kim, I am so sorry. I did not realize that. I asked you to teach and sign. So I'll do the teaching and then you do the signing because too much is too much. Or I should have had Bob do it. And so at the bottom, each of these documents have an anchor. So a business builder is somebody who wants to earn extra money, extra cash, or create a legacy residual income. I have not done the last company that Cheryl and Mary Eddings and I have been in for 15 years, but that company, that distributorship is still qualifying at the top of the food chain. Okay, so escape recession, discover a proven path to financial survival and prosperity. This is what somebody might be looking for. Oh, Mark, I hope you park that car. I'm glad to have you, but I want to make sure that you're not driving. God bless you, sir. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for attention network. Unleash your potential with a company that truly values you. And what this company does, it truly values you. And why it values you is because it is giving you up and beyond. Name me any company out there today that is giving you a revenue share that you don't have to put any money in. But not only that you have a revenue share, but this month and next month, anybody that you bring into the system have the same opportunity. This is incredible. So that's what I mean by saying a company that truly values you. Business owners, expand your horizons with a lucrative e-commerce. I can go in, and I have gone in, to beauty parlor owners and say, I have got something that through e-commerce, you can explode your business to $78,000 a month. Understand the average beauty salon in the United States earns $78,000 if they're lucky in a year. I'm talking about, look, using your 400 clients that you got now, move them up to 500. And if we serve them correctly, without you spending a dime, without you having to wash somebody's hair, curl, do any kind of service, but just through e-commerce, Amazon, explode your business based on your base. No one has that going for them. And we've got a new product that starts the conversation. You got now a flyer that explains that. And we have a whole website that does that. But guess what? Marvin has reduced my whole website to 3 minutes and 58 seconds. So when I go in, I show you a 3 minutes and 58 seconds, and some are going to go for it and some are not, but it's next. Now, customers experience on match, value, and explore the possibility of partnership with us. And so this 10 in play is absolutely incredible. Dave Savula used this 10 in play. Dave Savula is a name that you've never heard, probably will never heard. The man is dead, but his unborn grandchildren will never have to work a day in their lives, assuming their parents don't, like the Vanderbilts, blow the money. But if they do blow the money, guess what? It'll be a lot of fun. I knew I blew mine 4 times, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of heartache too. So the next one, Kim, is the My Jawway Victory Strategy. And so what that's about is this. That is managing. And so let me try to blow it up the way Kim showed me. See, that's why I don't like to touch stuff. Lord help me. Okay. Okay. So what this is on that, whatever, Kim, what's that book you gave me?
The
The
folder,
half-inch. Yeah, the half-inch folder. What is it called?
Yeah. a binder.
Okay, so she showed me how to put all this stuff in a binder. It's a 1/4-inch binder, right? And so I'm talking about Mary. There you go, Mary. Mary's picking it up. Okay. Oh, I can pick it up. I can pick mine up. Thank you, Mary. So on the front of mine, it's this. And so every time I pick up my binder, the same way I picked up my day timer, but it shows 3 ways to create 1.5 promoter a month. So there are 3 ways to create that. First is 3 business packs. A business pack create 500 in RV. So 3 times 5 is 15. That's 1.5. Okay. And so guess what? Doing 3, you're free, because you're going to earn something like $1,555, $1,500. Okay. And then they're going to pay you to maintain that rank for 2 months. And that's what Kim did. And that's why I went down and spent a week with her. And anytime you do the same, I'll be there too. But guess what? On Monday, Eric is doing a special training. And as soon as we get that information and we get it out to you, Tuesday night, we have our opportunity meeting. They are inspiring. They are electric. And then Thursday, we've got training. And then Saturday, we come. So it's a continuous support system. Another way to do 1.5 is your discovery pack. Your discovery pack is $7.95. You're picking up 300 in RV. So 5 of those, 3 5s are 15. Okay, so if a C student can get this, you can. So
Hey,
guess what?
Coach,
Yes,
I just want to interrupt for just a second, let you know that the Monday uh, power hour call, and actually it's about 20 minutes long, our power call is the same link as it was last week. It'll be the same link every week.
okay, we don't know the link, so you send me the link and we'll publicize it.
I'll get it out to you, brother. Thank you, man. Great training today, by the way.
Thank you, sir, thank you. So, again, how to do 1.5K? It's 5 discovery packs, 5 discovery packs, 5 discovery packs. And guess what? If you're swimming in the baby pool like I have been, it's 10 limitless packs. A limitless pack is 150. So 10 of those, that's 245. But again, it is freedom. And then the back of that is this. This is the Victory Wave strategy. And this is a 4-month. So the first one would be, for example, Eric sponsored me. So my name's first. Then he sponsored Mr. Tang. So his name is next. Then he sponsored Michael Avery. So his name is next. And then he sponsored Kim Law. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And so it would be the RV for November, and the recruits for November, and then the RV for December, and the recruits for December. Then January, the RV and the recruits, and then February. So your business is planned out. It's not yo-yoing. You're growing, you're flowing. And so all of this is absolutely available to you. And I'm gonna stop here. We've got 7 minutes to go, but I'd like to get some feedback. So this other sheet is just ratios. So you can track your ratio. This whole system is designed to take you from wherever you are to wherever you want to go. This business is like an elevator, okay? You get on and do exactly what you choose to do. So with that, oh, Elaine, you showed up. You just showed up. You probably did. No, okay, got you. Okay. Mr. Lamar, you want to say anything? Eric, do you want to say anything? Gloria, oh my God. Gloria and I went to the same university. You won't be, I don't even know how they let me in a university, but God, they did.
I do. I put in the chat the link for the power call on Monday, and then I also sent it to you in WhatsApp and in Messenger.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll get it out to our whole team, and our team will be there. So does anybody want to say anything? Let's get Kizzy's response, and you can interpret it for me. She didn't expect me to ask her because I saw her eating. Okay, quickly, somebody else. Give
Yeah,
me,
She
yeah.
said, what I've. Make her big.
Oh, Jackie is talking.
Okay, hang on. Hold on, Jackie. Wait, Jack. Go ahead, Kizzy. In the business, I have friends that are wanting to do the business right now. and I'm learning about all the people, and I'm seeing, and I've been sending emails, and people are looking at what I've sent out already. They want to know what I have. They're really excited about it. So I've been sending more and more emails for them to learn about. And just little by little, I'm showing them what it is with the videos. And they're telling me what they like, what they like best, how it can help their body, if it's money that they're looking for, and how they can do the business. They're letting me know what it is that they want and how I can help them work with them.
Now, if she can be
These
doing
people-
this, you and I ain't
Want it.
got no excuse. Sharon, unplug in and let me hear your feelings, baby. And Michael, I'm gonna let you take us out of here. I'm gonna end early today. Sharon. Mr. Lamar, you wanna,
Hi, hey, I'm here. I'm just, and I'm in my wheelhouse. I'm in the kitchen. So, you know,
okay,
so yes, but it was a great present. I was listening in. Great presentation, great ideas. I've done exactly what Kim's talked about, how you stage your day, because a track number grows. So you really have to track it. And I've done it, but sometimes you step away from what you know works. And so I'm glad that you guys brought it right back up again. So yes, I have to start tracking to get the job done. So it's beautiful.
that's why we have this whole calendar. That's why we have this, and it doesn't cost $26, doesn't cost $56. Guess what? It's 7 documents on your copying machine. And Trevor gave me one. I just don't know how to work it. But thank God, Bob Law gave me enough to last me for the next 37 days. And then I'm gonna go back to Florida in January and pick up enough to last me for 6 months. I'm blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I want to say real fast before Michael start. I like the idea of you putting in Mr. Robbins when he was speaking that short little clip. I like that also.
Okay, okay. And guess what? You can go back and listen to it and listen to it and listen to it. And God bless you for being here.
Hey, Coach,
Yes, sir.
how you doing?
Yes, sir. Step up.
Hey, man, listen, an amazing training. I appreciate the wisdom and the knowledge. How can I get possession of that, those forms for my team?
Okay. Trust me, by Monday, what I do is every Saturday I send this recording out Monday evening. And so it will go to your leaders and then they will distribute it to you. And so all those are links. So all they've got to do is just click on it, put their names and numbers, or copy it. So this is all open. We're all in the same. If I could ever get Michael Avery to say something, we're all in the same boat, my brother. Revenue stream. You understand?
Sir. Yes,
So
sir.
anything I got, you got.
All right, all right, all right.
And if
Yeah,
you
man,
want me, just call me directly and I'll make sure you got it. But
gotcha.
it goes through the leadership. But bottom line is anything I create for the whole team. I have
Thank
been
you.
successful only because I've been able to work with a team and not my individuality.
Gotcha.
Why?
Thank you so much for this good training.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Michael.
Well, you know, the abundance, maybe it's because it's a couple days after Thanksgiving and I'm focused on all the blessings we have, but your humility, despite the fact of your being a great leader for a long time, is demonstrated again today with the information all firsthand, and having Kim and Bob and Dr. Beasley and Elaine and Eric, Sharon, all these people that are just Cheryl, we're all fans of yours and what you're doing. And so this team is growing, and it's growing quickly. And seeing guys like Eric and stuff come in and the contributions he's made in the past and the contributions he makes in this company every day are all just feeling like blessings to me. And when we went through all this stuff today, one of the things we didn't talk about in an hour and a half are the products. And doggone it, when you talk about customers and the products we have to give to them like Kim wants to do, it's about being service to mankind. So if you're here because you want to make a difference in the world, this is the right place to be in the right time with the right products and the right people. So with this in mind, you guys have a great day, and I look forward to seeing Eric's day after tomorrow in the morning at 8 o'clock Mountain Time. What a time, Mountain Time. Good. God bless you guys. Namaste.
Thank you. Cheryl has been like a mouse for 20 years. And Cheryl, for some reason, has woken up. So Cheryl, come on, let me hear you. Cheryl, we gotta go. We got to go. I am 2 minutes over, Cheryl. Where's Cheryl?
Truly, an outstanding training today. It's not like training that I've been through before, because everybody is a family. So everybody is basically at the same spot, because we're all one family trying to help each other. So I'm looking forward for the family to continue to grow.
With that,
And I give you your flowers now. So here are your flowers. There you go.
okay. Okay, thank you, gang. The next time we meet for us will be 8:30 Monday morning, and the next time we meet as a group will be with Mr. Eric Glenn on Monday. And so check the thing he said. What's that thing he said? The chat. So I gotta learn to go to the chat. And oh, I found the chat. I don't see it though. You guys see it?
Yeah. Yes. You see your flowers?
Yeah, roll up.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna take my notes like I know how. Alice showed me how to take notes. Had I had this in school, I'd have had to be a D+ or C+. All right, so bingo, got it. Thank you. God bless you, and have a great Mr. Lamar. Thank you, Eric, family, community, Bob. Major blessings, and Kizzy, go get them. You got over 300,000 people waiting to hear your. That's a sign for Angelique. I know 2 signs now. I know the sign for Coach, and I know the sign for Angelique. So I'm learning how to use the computer, and I'm starting to sign now that I got 2 signs. God bless you. Good night. Good day, and thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Have an awesome day.
Thank you.
Great
Coach.
fish tank.
Thank you, Coach. That was namaste.
Namaste.